In 1961, Tommy Hall was put up for adoption because his parents neglected him. His new parents named him Kurt. That same year, his little brother, Ray Hall, became Ed. The boys grew to adulthood without knowing each other. For the past 5 years, they've lived in the same city, only 10 minutes apart. Ironically, their paths never crossed until mutual friends made the connection and decided to bring them together.
So we set up a date to meet at a club, a country and western club here in Tulsa.
We got a table, and it was way in the back. We got there like 8:30, I think, something like that. And it was way in the back.
And he was supposed to meet us at the front door that night, I can remember. And we walked in, and he wasn't there. And we looked around, and we couldn't find him.
And we just sat and danced and looked around for Ed, somebody. That's him, that's got to be him. No, he doesn't have his wife.
We started seeing people who we thought looked like me. So that kind of blew us away. He looks like me. Maybe that's my brother. No, he looks like me.
After a while, my best friend finally decided to get up and dance.
We were getting ready to leave. And walking toward the back of the club then, his best friend came up and tapped me on the shoulder and said, "Are you Ed?"
A few minutes later, he came back to the table with this guy that looked just like me and his wife.
It's just like in the movies. People kind of moved out of frame, and we kind of like going through a jungle or something. And finally we get to the table, and he's sitting there, and the lights are on him, and it was just crazy. It was a shock, really.
I was looking at him. I tried to make him laugh, just see how he laughed and see how he used his hands and stuff like that. It was pretty neat.
The family tie has since blossomed into a friendship. The brothers are now doing all they can to make up for lost time.
Ed's like someone I've known all my life, like someone I grew up with.
I can get real close to him and talk to him about anything and not have to worry about what might happen if I do.
It's unusual that we get along as well. It's like we should be brothers or best friends, one of the two.
Their reunion has also sparked quite a bit of publicity. This exposure led to the discovery of their sister Kathy, when 3 friends across 2 states spread the news and called Ed with information about their long-lost sister.
I was stunned and didn't know what to say. I kind of went into shock for a little bit.
Told her who I was and what my original name was, and I mentioned Kurt and his original name.
After he started giving me more facts, like my birthday and my original name, then I knew I was who they were looking for.
At that time, I was just taking a shot in the dark, just giving her a call.
Contacted me on Saturday, November 8th, and the following Wednesday I had it confirmed that I was their sister. So the next Saturday they drove to Garber where I lived and met me.
I walked up to her and I gave her a hug. And she was just kind of pointing, "Which one are you?" And I told her I was Ed, and I gave her a hug, and this is Kurt.
I thought she was really nice. Short, she's kind of like us.
She's so beautiful. She's cute.
I could tell they were my brothers.
A quarter of a century apart has intensified this trio's need to be together. They spend every available moment comparing lives and rebuilding their broken family.
Look at our noses.
We have the same noses.
We do, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Mama said my nose didn't have a bone in it when I was really young. It's like it was just silly putty or something.
Yeah, and look, I don't have a bridge. I just have a little nose. The bridge came later.
That's cute.
Their family continues to grow. Ed, Kurt, and Kathy got to meet aunts, uncles, and cousins at a reunion in April. But the picture will not be complete until they find their other sister, Glenda Sue Hall.
She's bound to look like Kathy because she's a year younger than Kathy is. I'm a year older than Ed is, and I look so much like him. She's got to look like Kathy.
I don't know if she knows she was adopted or not.
We think she lives somewhere around the Oklahoma City area.
Should be about the same height and about the same, complexion and the same hair.
Her birthday would have been July 60.
The search for their sister has been disappointing so far. But Ed, Kathy, and Kurt are confident they'll find her as they remember the friends and fortune that brought them together.
We just want to find her. We want her to be a part of us.
Right. A part of all this.
Right.
We miss her even though we haven't met her yet.
That's right.
Yeah.